and yeah, ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the London Monarchs. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Under 10, under 15,
Here's Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Able to find Harris, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
53, Mike 53, check. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Check, 53.
First down, and they go back to Harris. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block if you're an offensive lineman. Nice early burst, nice gain, too.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most, so they've got to go back and scramble. Right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for...
And it'll be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
What? Green 80. Mike. Don't get nervous. What?
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. From the gun, it's Wilson. Able to find Waller. That's complete. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. Now Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Darren Waller, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 23 yards, the final tally. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Bridgewater now. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Bridgewater. It's brought in by Harris. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. They start on the ground here with Sanders. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's complete to John Ross. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Ready. 53 is the mark. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going. And really, the offensive line not helping him much. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and score. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running it here with Peyton. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Bridgewater going deep downfield for Ross. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Flush to his right. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like that memory was a little too long there.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how he's got daylight. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5. A big play there for Philly. 78 yards. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Here we go. Easy.
They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. As his guys continue to pour it on. The point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Rasul Douglas picks it, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point safely through, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run. Here's Harris. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. This is Harris. Well, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And now the throw taken in by Chark. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Wilson steps away to his left. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play action. Now Wilson rolling to his right. He wants it all for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And as a result, possession switches hands. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. And they rattle off a big one. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Darren Lee picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. We were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Green 80!
On 3rd down, Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Green 80!
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now Bridgewater. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On 1st down, it's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. Okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Bridgewater. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. Actually, I've heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. The fake punt works to absolute perfection. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole...
He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On second down, this is Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
Let's go right here.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Wilson. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Eagles, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I decided to do and got a really big bag for it. You still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining, I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day these take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off